Hello and welcome to VR Reviews October of Terror! Today we'll be reviewing the NECA Nightmare Before Christmas Lock, Shock, and Barrel box set. So yeah, continuing with October of Terror and starting off our Nightmare Before Christmas reviews, we have Lock, Shock, and Barrel, one of the several box sets that they made, and one of the two that I have, the Oogie Boogie one being the one that I have that I reviewed like I don't know, like a year ago or something. I don't know. I think I actually reviewed it around last Halloween or something like that. But anyway, these are pretty cool. Get your three figures here, a few accessories, and a living bathtub of weirdness. So yeah, of course they've got all the decent detail you would expect from NECA, and reasonable articulation considering the style and size of the figures. So let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison, here's a Marvel Universe figure, which is Wolverine, and a Marvel Legends size figure, which is Hellboy. And then, of course, you have Lock, Shock, and Barrel, all right here. Barrel is the shortest, and then Lock, and then Shock is the tallest, mostly because of the hat, but I think she actually would be the tallest anyway, even without the hat. Anyway, let's get the other two things out of here and just look at Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Alright, we're going to start with Barrel because he's who I picked up first and I actually like him the best anyway, so that works out well. He's got his head up here, which we probably won't zoom in on actually because I think this is close enough that you can see all the detail. He's got a little bit of pink around the eyes, very wide eyes, blue lips, teeth, ears over here, green hair. He's got this gray skeleton suit on, little white ribs and stuff painted on there. He's got his little blue hands, little blue feet. Flip him over on the back. No real detail there on the back of the costume, and I don't think there is supposed to be, so that's all fine. And yeah, overall, I think he looks really nice. Barrel's articulation is a cut here at the head that feels like it rocks up and down and side to side a very slight amount. Ball peg shoulders here, forward and back and in and out a very slight amount. Wrist cut, he has a waist cut, and I think he's the only one that does. And then he's got leg hinges that move forward and back. The Barrel-specific accessories include his mask, which can fit over his face like that, but any amount of jostling whatsoever will make it fall off. It doesn't really have any method to be attached. I'm surprised it actually stayed on there, just me putting it on there. But it did for some odd reason. Obviously, I have magical powers. But yeah, his mask is pretty cool, and it's just a little skeleton mask. And then, of course, he has his little swirly black and orange lollipop that he carries around all the time. So yeah, those are all of his accessories. Let's move on to Lock. Alright, here's Lock. He's got a dark red suit on, and then he's got white hands down here. His face is up here. He's got pinkish eyes, blue lips, pointy nose. He's got these little curled up pieces of red hair at the top that look like devil horns. And of course, he's got his ears on the side. He has his little devil tail there in the back. He also has pointy shoes on, and that is pretty much the extent of his appearance. He looks pretty much exactly like he should. Articulation-wise, he has all the same points that Barrel did, except his neck joint is way better. Like all the way up, around, side to side, very nice ball joint there. And he doesn't seem to have the waist cut, but apart from that, he's got all the same points that Barrel did. The Lock-specific accessories are, of course, his mask, which probably won't stay on if I put it on. Nope. Anyway, it's his little devil mask. Got little teeth painted on there, pointy ears, or horns, I suppose they would be. Eye holes, and it's sort of a pale fleshish kind of tone. And yeah, that will fit on there sometimes. And that is actually it for his specific accessories, so let's move on to Shock. Alright, here we have Shock. She's got her very large witch head up here, which is purple. She's got her head here. Since I had to zoom out so far to get all of her on camera, we will zoom in on her face in a minute. She's got these black pieces of hair coming out the back of her head. They're very flexible-ish pieces of plastic. They are black, so I do kind of have to put my hand behind them for you to be able to see them. Then she's got her purple and black dress here. Very tiny fist hands there. And then she's got her little black legs down there at the bottom, if you can see those. Let's zoom in on the head sculpt really quick. Alright, there you can see her face sculpt. She's got her big nose, blue lips, blue eyeliner kind of stuff. All the kind of things that you would expect to see on her face. She also has her specific accessory, which is her mask, and I think hers is actually probably the best one. I think it's, in terms of like staying on, it stays on the best. It's probably the least interesting looking one, as it's pretty much just a pale green mask with a little bit of mouth and eye detail stuff on it. But anyway, hers probably stays on the best. And as with the other two, her articulation is essentially the same, except her neck joint is actually a little bit better at moving forward and back. You can see that there. Anyway, that's it for everyone's specific accessories. So let's take a look at the bathtub and the other two accessories that come with this box set. Alright, the other accessories are this black stonish looking axe, which is pretty cool. And then there is also a similarly textured bear trap. Yeah, it doesn't actually hinge or anything, it's a solid piece, but it has pretty nice detail to it. And lastly, here is their strange living bathtub that I never quite understood, but it's something that they have, and it's a pretty interesting little piece that comes with the set. As you can tell, it looks like a bathtub with legs. It has all the proper little bathtub details. You got your little spout thing there in the back. There's a drain hole. It's got this little crank here on the side, which does not actually turn. However, the bathtub does have articulation. Each leg has a cut joint, and then the feet are on little ball pegs. So you can get pivoting, moving forward and back, and they do pop off kind of easily, but they will pop right back on. And you can even get it in that rearing back pose if you sit them in there, because it adds a little bit of extra weight and stability to the bathtub, and it'll actually stay tilting back like that. But anyway, that is a pretty cool accessory. So that wraps it up for everything that comes in this box set, so let's look at the packaging. Alright, the packaging is a pretty standard windowed box, and has a similar appearance to a lot of the other NECA Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, sort of similar themes. Got lots of pictures of Oogie Boogie here on the sides. Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas Lock, Shock, and Barrel box set. Also a picture of Jack down there at the bottom. You get pictures of the figures on the sides, and then on the back, you get pictures of the figures, Lock, Shock, and Barrel box set, removable masks. They pretty much have to be removable because they certainly don't stay on very well. So, yeah, being a big window box, it is certainly good for in or out of package display. So, yeah, Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Alright, that wraps it up for Lock, Shock, and Barrel. So until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.